This is the world-famous Last Resort Bar in Daytona Beach, Florida, where female serial killer Aileen Wuornos had her last beer before she was arrested for the murder of 7 men in Florida. Aileen claimed that some of her victims were in self-defense. There has been a couple movies made about this situation, and if you haven't seen them, you should probably go watch them after you've watched this video, if not before. One of them is called Monster, and I actually watched it twice now. Psychologists sketch a portrait of a damaged person with a history of abuse that began in early childhood. Abandoned by her teenage mother when she was just 6 months old, she was raised by her alcoholic grandmother and cruel grandfather that beat her regularly with his belt buckle. When she was just 2 years old, her father committed suicide in jail, where he was doing time for kidnapping a girl. By age 13, she was raped and pregnant. By 14, she quit school. When her grandfather kicked her out of the home, her life on the road began. Aileen began prostitution at age 15. I went to the bar that she had her last drink at and where she was arrested, and met with the owner, Al, who still to this day owns this bar. And he claims that he knew her quite well, so I'm going to let him tell his story about what he knows about Aileen Wuornos. Hey there guys, this is Patty with the G Team, and I am at the Last Resort in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is where Aileen Wuornos actually hung out all the time and had. These are the doors that they took her out of when they arrested her for the murders of 7 men, and this is where she spent a lot of her time. We're going to walk around and do some filming here, maybe do the spirit box, things like that, and see what we can get. He does feel her presence here, the owner. He says he feels her presence here a lot, and he also said that a lot of people come here from all over the world to just come see this place that followed the case, the movie that they made called Monster. If you haven't seen that movie, you should watch that movie, Monster. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I already feel a presence. I'm also sweating really bad. It's extremely hot in here. But first, the owner of this place, Al, is going to tell us a little bit about her and what he knows of her, his friendship with her, and he knows quite a bit about the case. So let's go talk to him now.
Charlize Theron is from South Africa.
Uh-huh.
And she actually witnessed her mother killing her father.
I didn't know that.
Aileen did?
No, Charlize Theron, the actress.
In South Africa.
Oh!
Her father came in drunk, I guess, and stuff like that, with a gun and everything else like that, and they got panicked, so mother grabbed the gun and her ran into the bathroom. And I ran into her. She shot her.
Oh my God, so the actress that played her.
This is why she breaks down in some of these scenes.
Okay.
You can see on the MCD, that's the movie too.
Oh, okay, so in the movie they had, this is the area where they had the phone, you said? In the movie? Okay.
If you watch the movie, they got the phone.
We actually just watched it this morning.
Yeah, we watched it.
As a matter of fact, somebody just bought me the radio that was in one of the rooms in the phone.
Wow, that's so cool.
It was an old RCA radio. It was just in the background on one of the old hotels and stuff like that. But yeah, and here's the here's some of the newspaper articles.
Oh wow.
There's tons and tons.
What's that?
Tons and tons.
Oh, somebody.
Tons of them.
Oh,
and this
yeah.
is actually tied right here. We do sell the hot sauce and the t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
And these are pictures of Charlize Theron here.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
The actress looked just like her. I'm sorry, what were you going to show me over here?
Charlize Theron, when they came here long before they made the movie, so she could get the feel of the place. This is Charlize Theron. This is Patty Jenkins, and she's the one who wrote and directed the movie.
Oh, okay. So that's the one that wrote and
Yeah,
really?
it's Patty
She did
Jenkins.
an awesome job.
I didn't even know it was her.
It was the first movie.
I didn't realize it
And
was
you
her.
know,
Wow.
and you know Leslie Rule, and you know Ann Rule. She writes all the stories for TV. And
Okay.
and writes books. but she wrote they did a book here on it, and it was her daughter. There's Anne Rule is the mother, and Leslie Rule is the daughter.
Oh,
And they
wow.
wrote ghost stories, so we got books out there too.
Wow.
There's 5 books written that I know. And this is Barbette Bombshell. He's the one that's in the.
Ah,
Okay,
That's actually man boobs.
really?
Yeah.
What?
That's man boobs.
He didn't have implants?
No, he's about 6
Big
foot
dude.
5, big guy.
Yeah.
Wears his little tutu and his little tank top.
That's the one that did the seance.
Huh?
The seance, right?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the one who done the seance.
Wow.
Barbette Bombshell.
Well, there's
Wow.
a mugshot.
And he'd worked
Yeah.
at Hamburger Mary's once in a while. And
Really?
Stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, that's an original mugshot.
So that's
I've got-
Aileen Wuornos' original mugshot right there. Wow.
One of them, she'd had so many of them.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
She is. Wow. So she came in here all the time, huh?
Yeah, because she was so safe in here, and
Yeah.
nobody messed with her.
Right. Yep. I could understand that. Wow. This is so cool.
This is so cool. Thank you so much for letting us in here today.
Yeah, we're doing like
You
a
got,
documentary type of thing.
Aileen hot sauce and yeah,
Oh, yeah?
Oh wow, okay.
and the t-shirts. Well, I used to have regular hot sauce in there, and she liked the hot sauce. So after she was executing everything, I made it's called Crazy Killer hot sauce.
Okay.
It's actually a good hot sauce.
Do you know if anybody went to her execution?
No, nobody could.
They
The only
couldn't?
one that went to it was nobody from here, and her girlfriend from school, not her girlfriend from. These are the Aileen shirts.
Oh wow.
See, we had these. I had them printed like this. This came off actually a book cover
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of girls wanted them tattooed. We had a lot of girls who got tattoos of them and stuff like
Oh
that.
wow.
So it was
Okay.
easy to take and shade
Mm-hmm.
with a tattoo gun rather than try and do portraits and stuff.
Okay. Awesome. How much are the shirts?
Shirts are 25,
Okay.
and
I'll take let me see what they say on them. Let me see.
Do you take credit card?
no, but I got an ATM machine.
Okay.
Okay. Slash Resort Bar.
Wow. Do you take orders online at all?
Something like that.
You might want to consider it. We could probably get some people that would want a shirt.
Yeah.
You know?
You just go on to the. I think
So this is where she was arrested at then, at this bar then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when she was
Oh,
leaving,
in the
remember?
movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
she got arrested right here to the door.
Oh wow.
See, she was arrested here. See, the night before, she came from let's go outside. It's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back in there.
Do you mind if we film any of what you're telling us?
Okay, so this is Al at the Last Resort. He is the owner of the Last Resort Bar here in Daytona, where Aileen Wuornos was arrested for the murder of 7 men. She was the Florida's first female serial killer. Her final words were, "I'd like to say I'm sailing with the rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus, June 6th, like the movie Big Mother seemed I'll be back." Wow.
Big number 50. Well, people don't realize there's tons and tons of story out there. Crime Classics, this Aileen and Erica's. There's all articles.
Oh
there.
wow, see I never saw that.
Well, see, these are usually at the magazine sections or at the checkout sections.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And this here is Outlaw Women.
Okay,
There's
wow.
stories of her in there and the pictures of the bar.
Okay.
And this is Shalice Theron. in May of '99, she was a playmate.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's the woman that played her.
Aileen.
Okay.
Night and day.
And the way they made her up was amazing. It's on tape. We got it in the movies there. If you go to the theaters on the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
So Al knew her really well, gave her a place to sleep. So what was your, I mean, were you shocked to hear what happened when she was arrested? I mean, were you shocked about
yeah,
that?
because it wound up back in those days. Don't forget, this was in 91, 92.
Right.
It was Current Affairs was on, 60 Minutes, all them programs and everything.
Yeah.
And Geraldo's brother came down here. Lots of people, celebrities came down here to interviews and stuff like that. He was okay here, just like anybody else. A couple of beers and she was all right.
Yeah.
She never took, actually everybody thinks she took him out of here. She never took nobody out of here. This was when she was in town or stayed at the motel. This is where she would come.
Yeah, this is where she would come and hang out. Yeah.
See, I got all her court papers and everything.
Do you? This is probably where her sanctuary, where she felt comfortable,
Yeah,
and around you. You know, you were like one of her good friends. Now, are you the one that they're portraying in the movie as like the guy in the movie that was like her good confidant and friend? Is that you?
No, that was the guy from the storage sheds. The storage sheds where
Okay.
his phone was up on Nova Road.
Okay.
The orange sheds just past International.
Okay.
Right outside. He was the one who talked to her at the when she was at the storage shed. Because the stuff she took off the guys, she took it.
Yeah.
Richard Mallory, the first one that she killed, he was just recently out of jail. He was a sexual predator. And in the trunk of his car was ropes and saws and tape. He was actually probably going to kill her.
So
that's what I heard.
Did they ever convict him of murder as well, or just like they said he was a serial rapist, but maybe he did kill people and he was never arrested for it? Or?
No, he was just out of jail. Who knows if he killed people?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what I was going to say.
Because he sodomized them, you know?
Yeah.
He tied her up and sodomized her and shit.
Yep.
Gives you who you are. You dead?
Yeah, exactly.
Get out.
Exactly.
And then she found in the trunk this stuff.
Yep. She found all that stuff in the trunk in the movie, that with the saw and everything, that he was going to kill her. His plan was he was going to kill her.
Thanks to Patty Jenkins, the movie is pretty accurate.
Okay.
Research,
that was my next question. Okay, good.
Research that they've done on it, and talking to Dawn Bopkins, who's up in Michigan, which was Eileen's friend in the school days. See, her and Dawn were hitchhiking when they were teenagers back then. Two guys, which Dawn is still married to the guy, George. They were in the gas station gassing up. They were hitchhiking, so they offered him a ride. So Dawn got in the front seat with George. She's still married to him, actually.
Right.
And Aileen got back with his cousin or whatever, and they just took it right out. I mean, she didn't start her killings until Richard Mallory when she was, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I think something snapped inside of her, and then I think a little bit of PTSD probably kicked in, you know, along with.
Oh, she had life because she was sexually abused
as a child. Yes.
By the grandparents.
Yep.
Grandparents' friends.
So she had it rough from the very beginning of her life.
And she was supposed to have the child with her brother.
Oh, really?
What? Really?
I knew she had 2 kids.
One.
Oh, was only one?
Yeah, one that I know of.
Okay, I read 2, but yeah, okay.
They're in the way.
Wow, I didn't know that.
His father committed suicide while they were in prison.
Oh, really?
He was a child molester.
Oh gosh, that poor woman has. The poor woman, she had it rough.
As we could look at her now, she had a tough life. If we look back at our life, it was no piece of cake neither. But this is why I say there's no such thing as bad kids or bad parents.
Yes.
they can only learn from what they see and hear.
It's true.
If they see the mother getting hit by the father, and they grow up, they think that's the way life is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They
Yep.
don't know it.
You got that right.
So that's what it is. It's the parents, and then the kids just go out and actually try and survive. And they try to survive the way they know how to survive.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
She was handed a raw deal from the very beginning, early in her
Nobody
life.
knows that.
I know.
You know,
I could
nobody
see
knows
that just from watching the movie.
Yeah.
You know, and
I can't watch
especially.
it. I can't watch it without crying.
Especially now, knowing that you even know the writer and the writer of the movie, and knowing that it's true to the, you know, everything that really happened.
This is why when you see the movie Monster, it's pretty much true. Due to the fact is, she filmed it in the places it happened
Okay.
and talked to the people, because you know most of the people are gone and dead and stuff like that. So the few of us that's alive, because when we die, it's just like Bonnie and Clyde. It's
Yep.
never going to go away.
Yeah.
What they take and do is just keep right on going with their stories, and it's stories get made up as they go along.
Yes.
That's why the movie Monster is pretty damn accurate.
Pretty damn accurate. Okay,
And the reason
that's
it's
good to
called-
know.
And the reason it's called Monster is not that she was a monster. The only thing she feared in life was a Ferris wheel. You'll see it in the movie.
Yes.
And she called it a monster.
Yes. Yep.
So,
I remember
that's-
seeing that.
See, that's misleading. They think the movie's about her being a monster, and it wasn't about her being a monster. It was the fear that she had in life was that Ferris wheel, and she called it a monster.
It's
Wow.
crazy to me that was her biggest fear.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And I could tell in the movie that there was a couple of them. She felt a lot of remorse after killing them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
a psychopath type of person would not feel that type of remorse.
Well, see, what happened was after Richard Mallory, then anybody who abused her or tried to abuse her, she killed. But then with Ty was a bitch.
I was gonna ask. That was my next question.
Yeah, she used to sit here all the time on the pool table and drink beer and stuff like that. And stuff like that. So when she got hung up with Ty, because the first bar scene that we see is a bar down in Miami. She got, that's why they arrested her here on Old Warren. Shoplifting.
So that wasn't just a trick to get her in there. It was really an old warrant.
Uh-huh.
I wondered about that in the
Yeah, I
movie.
did too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and see, when she came in here the night before, she was at a bar that's no longer exists. That's why she was walking from the bar, which is the next block down to here, and Port Orange cops stopped her just to talk to her about like that. And on radio, they told them just let her go. She's under investigation.
Wow.
Even the guy who done the investigating. We filmed it here about 3 hours with him. And I kept on telling him, I said, you know, you're the guy that done the investigating. And followed her around and done that. He had nothing to do with nothing else. That's all he did was that. I says, half the stuff you said isn't even true. He said, well, that's how I remember it. And he says, even as old, like, I'm 80 years old, so I'm, you know, I still got my, I know what happened.
You're 80 years old. You
are?
still have it together. I would have never guessed
What?
you to be. Yeah, you're so.
I still ride motorcycles.
Wow.
65.
I was too. Yeah, I'm like 65
You make
maybe.
80 look good. I hope I look that good. when
I do
I'm 80.
too. Right? I do too.
It's no advantage to live with it.
Well, so I kind of got that Ty used her. Like, that's what I kind of got. I mean, you think that's accurate?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did too.
I just can't imagine. Do you think she ever loved her or not?
Yes,
You do?
in a strange way.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
to me,
well,
it just seemed like she wanted to be taken care of. And
Yeah.
They were both looking to be loved. That's because with Aileen, that was her only lesbian experience was with time. Everybody thinks she was a lesbian.
She wasn't. Yeah.
Do you think? I guess the other question I had was the time? I mean, in movies they have to make things happen in 2 hours. So how long do you think they were actually friends until they became, you know, together? Do you think they had been friends for a little while, or do you think
Yeah, a
they
couple
have?
of years.
they were friends before they lived together.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I was saying. I was like, that happened awful quick.
Well, in the movie, because they only have so much time to show everything. Yeah, so they made it. It made us wonder.
At a gay bar in Miami.
Oh, it was in Miami is where she met her. Oh, I see. I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. I guess she hitchhiked up here.
Yeah, she hitchhiked everywhere.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, back then hitchhiking was the big thing.
Yeah.
I remember.
This was 89, 90. She was only doing this for just a little over a year.
Oh, really?
Well, you can see she killed them all within basically a year.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, they didn't find the body on one of them?
Yeah, the preacher, the one from Palm Beach.
Oh, no, really?
Shit.
What?
From Pasco County, Patty.
What? That's right by us.
It is.
I didn't know that. I thought she killed them all from this area. So they weren't all from this area.
Hitchhiking. This is where she'd come after the killing. This is why it was so hard to track her down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they had that car, had the accident. When Ty had the accident with the car, they wouldn't recognize it. And then there was drawings. Drawings out of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they started trying to find out where she was and stuff like that, eventually. Because they sat across the street, in the parking lot over there, years ago, and they had a listening device. So they knew everything that was being said inside the bar.
Oh, wow.
And when they arrested her, they took her suitcase at the door and they brought it inside, set it on a pool table. And the reason they wanted to arrest her outside was they didn't know if she had the gun on her or now that first bridge right there is where she put a gun in.
Oh, is it really?
The first bridge right by the motel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Just scoot in right there.
Did they find it?
Yeah.
Oh, they did find a gun?
I got a picture of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
She
That was some gun.
She was a prostitute.
Yeah, it was.
Turned murder, and they prosecuted her as a murderer that was a prostitute. And she requested to be executed.
Oh, she wanted to be executed?
After 12 years, yeah. She was
I didn't know that.
Very, very intelligent woman. Her writing, her penmanship, and spelling, I think she had an IQ like 147.
Yeah.
Now, I did read that her father was schizophrenic. I think that's correct. Do you know if she was schizophrenic at all?
I don't know. I only see him in here.
Yeah.
Went out anywhere or did anything.
Right.
It just, I don't know. I mean, did they even do psych evaluations back then? When people went to prison? I don't even know if they used to do that.
I
don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know if they did or not. I mean, that's
so.
the thing, you know. She had access to some help. I mean, it was hard to find it back then. It's kind of hard to find it nowadays.
Yeah.
But it was really hard to find, you know.
She didn't know she needed help. She was just
Exactly.
That's the way life was.
Yes, exactly. You are so right.
Yeah.
And she didn't. And a lot of people don't. And still today, there's a lot of people walking around that don't realize they need help, and they really do.
That's like what's going on with all this stuff now.
Exactly.
It's only what you told them to
Yep.
see. And
Yep.
you can't even believe it anymore.
Yep.
That internet is totally destroyed.
You know, because, like I said, she was dealt a shitty hand from day one, you know, and she was a child, and that made her who she was, who she became.
But nobody knew she...
Exactly.
Did she talk about her
At
childhood?
13 and 14 years old, she was a prostitute. She had to show her tits and everything for a damn cigarette.
I can't imagine.
Man,
I can't imagine that.
But they don't know any better. That's
Yeah, I know.
what
I
life
know.
was.
If you don't know any better,
to
that's
exist.
all you
You
know.
want a cigarette? Okay, here, give me a cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you know what's kind of crazy was like in the beginning of the movie. I don't know if you saw the very beginning. Did you see the very beginning
I
when it showed her
didn't.
as a kid?
No, I did not. I missed
Okay.
that part of the movie.
Well, it was interesting because of what she said. She's like, "I'm going to be famous" and all this stuff. I mean,
Yeah, but
that
she
kind of
wanted
came true.
It
I mean,
did, it did.
but it
She
wasn't
did.
what she intended, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not what she
But it
She wanted to be
intended.
a movie star.
Yeah.
She wanted to do this and she wanted that.
It's just sad.
Wow.
She had dreams like everybody else. And Ty got in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, did she really try to stop booking? Was she really trying to get a legit job and everything?
As far as I know, she did, yeah.
It's so sad. That broke my heart.
I know, me too.
And like Ty had never, I mean, in the movie, she never offered like, hey, you know, let me try to get a job, you know, to help support us, any of that. Like I didn't hear any of that. Like, you know, like I said, I don't know, and I never met either one of them. I don't know, you know, but that's just kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
The deposition she did, the phone call where she was on the phone with Ty, where she confessed to keep Ty out of. See, Ty just got married here, I think, last year.
Oh, wow.
And she lives up in Pennsylvania. I got a woman that comes in here about once a year, and she was actually Ty's next door neighbor.
Oh, wow.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'll be darned.
She's never been in any interviews or anything, has she?
Who's that?
Ty.
I'm sure somebody has talked to her at some point. No?
The people that talk to her, I got on paper.
Gotcha.
What do you think about the documentary that Nick Broomfield did? I feel like he was kind of rude to her.
Yeah, well, and that's another strange. When you see that movie or that documentary, it was June 7th, 1992. The reason I know it is he was getting married, but he was here filming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was getting married at the time. And when you see Jesse, the human bomb blow up and everything else like that, he had his truck. I never really liked him. He didn't have it. I don't know. He just didn't do it no justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. I felt like he kind of used her.
And neither did her attorney and the woman who adopted her and all that other stuff.
And which one are we talking about? Was he in the movie?
No, he makes documentaries. His name is Nick
Oh,
Broomfield.
okay.
And you could tell, like, he kind of acted like he was befriending her in the beginning, and then he kind of like just, I hate to say it, but he fucked her over. Like he was
Jeez.
just, he was
She
using
got
her
fucked
to
over
get
by a lot of people.
And then he had because I got married here that day because we had Jesse doing bomb blow himself up and all that other crap. And he had a boom truck across the street there, and they were filming from the truck or something. I don't even know if he's still alive. I don't hear much about him anymore.
Wow.
That documentary made him famous.
Did it really?
Yes, it did. He did several
Wow.
interviews with her.
Wow.
But the interviews that he did with her, I mean, it didn't show what happened, but she got like really pissed off at him. And it made her look crazy. So that's why I was like, did she maybe have some schizophrenia? I mean, maybe she did. I don't know.
She probably
But,
did.
you know, he
look
could've pissed her off
look
and
at
then-
everything she went through in her childhood,
That's
and
right.
you know,
You know?
getting raped and treated the way she did. All you know, that's why she became what she did.
Right.
He just
She
wanted
almost
everything
couldn't help
everybody
it.
else wanted, just to be loved.
Yeah, just
That's right. Just
looking
love.
for love,
She had
and
no intentions of. She wound up in that gay bar down in Miami because it was raining out. She had a few bucks in there, but Ty was hanging out. She was feeling sorry for herself because they sent her down because of her lesbian. And then they just hit it up and just was seeing each other. And
wow.
It's great. It's just, it just makes you like appreciate every single instance in your life, because like just one thing can completely change the course of your life.
It can.
1 second.
Yeah.
Just one. And
Yeah.
not even an indiscretion. Like it doesn't even have to be something negative. Just one decision that you make can affect your entire life.
I know.
It's just crazy how that works.
I know.
You know, and this is a prime example. I mean,
Yeah,
and
it
changes,
is.
And it changes every minute.
it does.
It does. And how you're treated as a child, that you know what a child goes through as a child, you know what you go through does form you for your adulthood. It forms who you become.
And you can't take back that.
Yep.
The last 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes can never be changed.
Can't. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I know some women that have been raped as young children and things like that, and they're still to this day they're not right. They may have done somewhat okay in life, but it's always there and it always affects them. It affects everybody differently, but
Yeah.
it really has messed their heads up,
And
you know.
Much has been young boys that were molested by their mother or their fathers. I mean, it's not just.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's just not one side of the story.
You're right.
Why don't the Mormons have to wear masks where there's no corona disease there? You know why there isn't any? Because nobody watches television.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Mormons don't watch television?
No.
Are you
So
serious? I didn't know that about the Mormons. Wow, I had no clue.
I didn't either.
We only know what's being shoved in our face.
It's true. You're right.
You're right.
Like Amish people, I mean, they only know so much too because
they
they.
don't talk about the Amish people.
Yeah.
Because they don't have television, so
Wow.
they can't see what's going on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
They just live their normal little quiet little
Yep.
life.
So
Wow.
how long have you owned the bar?
40 years.
40 years. Wow. That's awesome. I bet you've seen a lot of stuff come through here.
I bet this was a happening bar back then. I can just tell by
Up until
looking at it.
Week when they shut it down.
Oh, really? That wasn't because of the COVID? Oh, because of the COVID. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm still trying to open, but I'm not going to put food in here just to do it because they're just opening another can of worms with the food because the bars, I mean, you're supposed to go to these restaurants, the one down the block, Hidden Treasure right across from the hotel and everything else like that. The bars are packed in there, but they're restaurants, and their food is supposed to be more than it's not. And the kids go in there and eat and everything else like that too. They get happy hours every day and bands.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's fair that the restaurants with bars can be open, but the regular
I
bars
know.
cannot. I mean,
I know.
you know, I can understand social distancing having to have people sitting, you know, so far away from each other. I get that, but you know,
Yeah.
for them to just be like, you can't be open, that's not fair.
There's plenty of room
Yeah,
here.
right.
And besides that, I open up at 10 o'clock in the morning, usually between 10 and 12. And I close up 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, well, it's
The
not
people
like,
that come in here is tourists, a lot of tourists from all over the
A lot
world.
of tourists from all over the world want to come and
They
see
go in
where the
And locals
serial
will just
killer
come over
Aileen
to
Wuornos
socialize.
hung
and-
out and was arrested. Wow.
well, to everybody that's watching right now, Al is a really nice guy. We appreciate him taking the time
Yes,
out to talk
yes,
to us
definitely.
about all of his experiences.
If you're ever in the Daytona
Yeah.
area, stop by the Last Resort. Come pay Al a visit. Purchase a shirt, some hot sauce, or you know, some of his items, and you can also see this little memorial area that he has in memory of Aileen, which was one of his good friends.
Jenny did that. She
It's awesome.
great airbrush artist, and that
It's
kind
really
of
cool.
says it all right there.
It really does. It does say it all right
Because
there.
people don't understand it. Wuornos was a married name.
Oh, okay.
Her birth name was Pittman.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
I read about this. So she was married to a billionaire?
Yeah.
She was married to a billionaire.
Are you serious?
Wasn't it a yacht club or something?
But she beat him up with his own cane.
She beat his ass with his own cane.
Sounds like something I would do. No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
it does sound like
Yeah.
it does sound like something you would do.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little closer look.
Just looking at beloved.
Wow, so Richard Mallory was from
They were married for
Clearwater.
like 2 weeks, right?
What?
They were married 2
What?
weeks.
Something like that, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they were only married for like 2 weeks, Patty.
But that's why she got the
Okay.
name Wuornos.
Okay, I didn't know that. What was
See,
it?
her maiden name was Pittman.
Oh,
See
okay.
it right there? Arlene Carol Pittman.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's why a lot of people come here to get this, to get it straight. You know, there's so many.
She declined the traditional
Yeah,
last
exactly.
meal, anything under $20. Instead, she was
When you
given a
got
cup of
lucky,
coffee.
Walk through the same
Wow.
doors that she's walked through. I mean, where else can you do that?
February 29th,
No way.
1956. She
Wow.
was put to death on October 9th, 2002.
Do you mind if we do a spirit box session here in a couple minutes?
You know what?
A spirit box session to see if we can contact her?
Yeah, we usually get her at night, but yeah, you can do that.
All right. Patty, we can do a spirit box.
Okay, awesome.
I'm gonna do one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird because I kind of got a weird head rush when I was sitting here doing the interview. I kind of feel like she's here.
Is there another? I do
From
too.
Australia.
Yeah.
We do seances at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really? Wow.
People from all over the world.
So they do seances and everything here. So a lot of people probably made communication with her here then. Just turn our cameras off for a second. What was that again? That was a very interesting story. Oh, the guy's kind of loud over there.
Can you tell us what you just said again, Al, about when she was executed?
In the morning, we had all the news media here. It was on television. And then they took half hour after she was executed, all the knives came flying off the shelves that was in a tin over there. And there was nobody back there. And everybody in the bar was kind of surprised what happened too. The news media, I think, picked up and left.
Did they really? Good for her chasing them out.
And that was here in the bar? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, she loved this place. I can feel it. And
you know?
I from what I seen in the movie. Here's the shirt. Arrested at world famous last resort bar, home of ice cold beer and killer women. That's crazy. On a killing day. And then craziest killer hot sauce. Butt rub. So these are all things that you can get here if you come in here and visit this establishment. I mean, it's old. You can tell it's been here for a long time. It's very old. But this is where Aileen Wuornos hung out and where she was arrested.
Right, I know.
Wow. Aileen, you can speak to me through my camera. So that's the actual picture of Ty.
Alright, I'm gonna do this right over here by this t-shirts and stuff.
Doesn't look anything like in the movie, that's for sure.
I don't have my speaker. Do you have yours?
Out in the car.
Shit.
I think it'll be alright without it.
Alright. You wanna come over?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay guys, I have the REM pod on right here at the bar where Aileen Wuornos always sat and had her beers. I mean, she always sat somewhere around this bar. I'm not sure if this is the exact spot, but it was definitely at this particular bar. Now Jen has already done a spirit box session in here. I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to set this up right here, and I hope that she will make this go off. Let me move it over this way. So, Aileen, you can touch this and make it go off. We'd appreciate it if you would do that for us, please. And I'm going to turn on a device that you can communicate with us on. Can you make that light up for me, Aileen? I watched your movie this morning, and I've heard about this when it first happened. But now that I know the story behind it, you had to go through a lot in your life, that's for sure. A lot. Aileen, are you here with me? I noticed in the movie that you felt a lot of remorse on a couple of the men that you murdered. So sorry that you had such a horrible life that led up to this. I'm sure that you didn't want your life to end up the way it did. What would you like to say to me? If you were here right now, what would you say? I would appreciate it if you light up that REM pod on the bar there. That would be awesome.
What?
Huh?
What do you want?
Oh, I was talking to Aileen. I told her to light up that REM pod right there. Oh, it just beeped.
Oh shit. I hear.
Okay. We're here with your friend Al. Very nice guy. I can see why you liked him so much. Sound like she said hi. Come on, go touch it for us.
Show him what you can do. Can do.
Aileen, when you got to the other side, were you greeted with your victims? How do you feel about the girlfriend that turned you in? We would appreciate it if you would light up that REM pod for us. Show us that you're here, that you hear us. If you can hear us talking to you right now, light it up.
Do you regret ever meeting Ty?
Yep. I do.
Can't blame you. What do you think about the movie that they made about you?
Well, I wish you'd light that REM pod up. That would be awesome. It's getting very hot in here. I can't stay in here much longer.
I did tell her that we're going to be visiting the hotel where she stayed for a while, and she's welcome to follow us there to talk to us some more. We know that you know the place.
Yeah.
You touch that thing with the red light on it and make it really light up.
Right here.
It said red. Yes,
Yep,
it's red.
right there.
You can make it a lot of different colors though. It's really pretty.
Yeah, light it up. Here.
Just touch
Move
it.
it over. Yeah, just touch it. Can you tell us the name of the bar that we're at right now? Well, we would appreciate it if you'd light the meter up. I'll give you another minute, but we got to get out of here. It's extremely hot in here. There's no air on or nothing, and we're like sweating really bad. You would be 62 years old if you were alive today.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. I think I heard her last name. All right, well, thank you so much, Aileen. Thank you, and rest in peace. Check this out, guys. He must really do it up on Halloween around here. Wow. Look at that. Holy smokes. He's got a hearse here. An outdoor bar. And he said that some of Aileen Wuornos' ashes are right over there by that tree where all those motorcycles are. He said that some of her ashes are right over there. This was her favorite hangout. Wow. He's had to close down and has been closed for a while now because of the COVID. Definitely feels nice out here. It was very hot in there.
Yeah, we pretty much tried to keep everything the same.
Yeah, you pretty much have.
But when I'm gone, this is just like everything else. That's right.
Okay, so I just walked in here and these shirts are actually moving. Jen, look at these. I mean, I walked this way about 7 or 8 minutes ago, but would they still be moving if I bumped them? Never know. I mean, it could be for me bumping them, but why would they still be moving that long ago?
Yeah,
I walked past here. I kind of went like this. I've been trying to squeeze through there, but...
Let me change my battery. Go ahead. And I'll
okay. Okay, the strangest thing just happened. Me and Jen both, we were standing here getting ready to film the REM pod, and both of our phones went dead at the same time. I know that our batteries were a little low, but for it to happen like at the same time was a little weird. Not saying it's anything paranormal, it was just a little strange.
I'm saying it is.
Yeah, she's saying it is.
I mean, literally, within 1 minute.
I know.
Both of our cameras.
Not even that, like 30 seconds.
Yeah. I think that might be a little paranormal.
You never know.
We're going to just sit here
Aileen, we were just told that this pool table is the actual pool table that you used to play on when you came to this bar. I bet this was a really cool place to hang out at back then.
I bet it was pretty happening.
Yeah. I bet it was. Can you please make that meter light off in the middle of the pool table? Can you please go close to it? Your energy will light it up like a Christmas tree if you get really close to it. We would appreciate it. We just bought your t-shirt, your hot sauce, your butt rub.
What'd you get, Betty?
Butt rub, t-shirt, hot sauce. So if you could make that meter light up and show us all that you hear us talking to you, that would be great. Now, I'm sure the owner, Al, your friend here, I'm sure that he would love to...
You can talk to me.
Yeah, come talk to him. He remembers everything about you and the friendship he had with you.
And I went and seen Dawn.
You went and seen your friend Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
Come on, Aileen, don't be stubborn.
Do you have the antenna?
You can trust us. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I'll reset it. Oh, that's me.
Show her how it's done.
Me. Okay. All right. That's me. All right. Just kind of gave it a reset. Sometimes I do that and it'll start working fine.
I know we've been closed, but maybe she's still...
Are you sad to see that he had to close down because of the COVID?
Yeah, because she likes the story being told.
We came to hear all about you today, and Al gave us all the information, and we're just so sorry about what happened to you.
Yeah, you went through a lot of tragedy in your life that led to what you did, and we feel bad for you for what you had to go through in life. I'm not saying we condone murder or anything like that. For everybody watching this, I do not condone murder at all, but I do see the big picture. And if you look at this closely and look at all the facts and the evidence, and you watch the movie because it's true to what really happened, you will see that there is a lot of circumstance that happened throughout her life from the time she was a little girl. And I heard that. Oh, there it goes.
Here she comes,
and
guys.
because of that, it led her to be the person she was, and in turn led her to murder.
Now, I will say this.
Oh, wow, look. It's lighting up.
We don't condone murder, but, you know, I 100% condone self-defense.
And yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because the first case where she encountered a man that was about to kill her, he looked like a serial killer himself. He had a saw on the back of his car, weapons, all kinds of stuff. He was gonna, you just gotta watch the movie. He had, oh, look at this. He had plastic all over his seats. He sodomized her. He beat her really bad. And when she saw his gun, she grabbed his gun and shot and killed him. And that was the very first person she killed. And I know a lot of you already know this, but if you haven't seen the movie and you're seeing this video, I do recommend that you go watch Monsters.
And they did it so well.
So
It's
well,
done.
yeah. Look at the
Charlize Theron was amazing.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Aileen, thank you so much for doing that for us.
Yes, thank you so much, Aileen. If you could light it all the way up, that would be awesome. Come on, Aileen, you can do it. Light it all the way up. What is that?
What?
Oh, that's beeping. Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
What does that mean?
That's the heat sensor part of
What?
it. That means there's something getting close to it. It's sensing something close to it. Okay, we know that you're getting close to it. Now can you light up all the other lights on there? Get really, really close to it. Touch it if you can.
I feel something in front of me. I feel like energy going through my arms.
You do?
Yeah, I'm gonna step back a minute. I think she's right in front of me. What the hell? It sounds like a dial-up internet connection.
It does. Wow. Okay, so there's a nearby neighbor playing music, and we've had to cut the camera a few times because of the music. We do not want to copyright, and of course we can't go over there and tell them, hey, dude, can you tone your music down? So we might have to cut this session short. I may have to cut some of it out or do something here because I don't want to get a copyright on this video. Thank you so much, Aileen, for communicating with us. We appreciate it. Thank you. Rest in peace.
Thank you, Aileen. R.I.P. and